Dear students, how are you? Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to grammar class. Today we are going to learn past perfect continuous tense. Kanta had been reading for 2 hours. The action began a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. And look at time is mentioned in the sentence. He had been waiting since morning. The action began a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. And since morning, time is mentioned in the sentence. Let's read the definition. Past perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. That is, an action began a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. Look at the structure. Subject plus had been plus principal verb present form with ing plus extension. You know that always we add ing with the present form of the principal verb. বাংলা বাক্য চেনার উপায় বাংলা ক্রিয়ার শেষে তে ছিলে, তে ছিলাম, তে ছিল, তে ছিলেন অথবা ছিলাম, ছিলে, ছিল, ছিলেন ইত্যাদির যে কোনো একটি থাকে এবং তার সাথে সময়ের উল্লেখ থাকে। It is most important. Time is mentioned. Look at the example. আমি 10 বছর যাবত ঢাকায় বাস করছিলাম। ছিলাম indicate past perfect continuous tense. Look at the English sentence. I had been living in Dhaka for 10 years. That is, I subject had been plus principal verb present form with ing plus extension. In extension, time is mentioned. কান্তা 2 ঘন্টা যাবত বইটি পড়িতে ছিল। তে ছিল indicate past perfect continuous tense. Kanta had been reading for 2 hours. Kanta subject plus had been plus verb with ing plus extension. In extension, time is mentioned. তিনি সকাল থেকে অপেক্ষা করিতেছিলেন। তে ছিলেন indicate past perfect continuous tense. He had been waiting since morning. He subject plus had been plus verb with ing plus extension. In extension, time is mentioned. Look at here, we use for and since, and you have already learned that we use for with the period of time, such as for 2 hours, for 6 years, for 2 days, for 1 hour, for 10 minutes, etc. And we use since or from with the point of time, that is specific time, such as since morning, since Monday, since 1990, since 2000, since 7 o'clock, etc. That is with the day, month, year, age and date we use since or from. Look at the more examples. I had been living in Pabna for 10 years. Look at the period of time, 10 years. For this reason, we use for. And subject plus had been plus main verb with ing plus extension. Kanta had been reading for 2 hours. For 2 hours, that is period of time. For the period of time, we use for. Kanta subject plus had been plus main verb with ing plus extension. He had been waiting for a long time. A long time, period of time. So we use for. He subject plus had been plus verb with ing plus extension. He had been waiting from or since morning. Morning, that is point of time. Point of time, so we use from or since. You can use from or you can use since. No problem at all. Okay, subject plus had been plus main verb with ing plus extension. It had been raining from or since Monday last. Monday, that is point of time. So we use since or you can use from. Subject plus had been plus main verb with ing plus extension. He had been working from or since 2010. 2010, it's a point of time. So we use since or you can use from. So subject plus had been plus verb with ing, main verb with ing plus extension. So students, when I will tell you to write down the structure of past perfect continuous tense, that time you have to write down that structure. That is the structure of affirmative structure. Subject plus had been plus principal verb, present form with ing plus extension, and you must give an example with the structure. Now look at the negative structure of past perfect continuous tense. Kanta had been reading for 2 hours. What will be the negative of this sentence? Yes, Kanta had not been reading for 2 hours. He had been waiting since morning. What will be the negative? Yes, he had not been waiting since morning. That is, we have to put a not after the auxiliary verb had. That is subject plus had plus not plus been plus principal verb present form with ing plus extension. You have to put just a not after the auxiliary verb had. Nothing else. Look at interrogative structure of past perfect continuous tense. Interrogative structure. Kanta had been reading for 2 hours. What will be the interrogative form of this sentence? Yes, had Kanta been reading for 2 hours? That is, we have to put auxiliary verb had before the subject and give a question sign or interrogative sign after the sentence. He had been waiting since morning. So what will be the interrogative? Yes, had he been waiting since morning? That is the structure. Had plus subject plus been plus principal verb present form with ing plus extension plus question sign. Do not forget to give the question sign. Okay students, let's do the exercise. Write down the structure of past perfect continuous tense. You know the structure, and do not forget to give an example. Okay, and you have to read the translation, that is the translation of past perfect continuous tense in your book, page number 62 and 98. Okay students, today up to this, I hope you have understood very well. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you.